Hi, welcome to my channel. So today is an exciting day for me because it will be the first time that I am speaking about my pregnancy journey and what I experienced. I asked on Instagram whether you would like me to share more pregnancy updates, and a lot of you agreed that you wanted to see more pregnancy updates. So this is my first official pregnancy update YouTube video, and I'm looking forward to sharing a few things with you. First of all, this is a scar because I walked into something. I'm quite clumsy at the moment, so I walked into something, so never mind the scar, all is well. So yes, I thought of starting this video by actually talking about my previous pregnancy and how that pregnancy differs from this one. The big and the main difference is that the first pregnancy was not planned and this pregnancy was planned. So in medical school, the first thing we learn is to always encourage women to plan their pregnancies. So I kind of have both of the experiences at the moment, and it is quite interesting because one of the charity projects or big projects that I am an ambassador for or working with is called the Mother and Child Academic Hospital Foundation. And one of their projects in Bloemfontein is Make the First 1,000 Days Count, or the 1,000 Days campaign, which is all about the importance of the first 1,000 days of a baby's life. And we tend to think that the first 1,000 days of the life starts the day that the baby is born, but it actually starts way before that. So the first 1,000 days, or the first day, starts at the day of conception. And obviously for you to have a healthy conception and a healthy pregnancy, you have to be healthy as a woman. And the first pregnancy I was, yes, so we went through a lot of things that put my pregnancy and myself, or actually my baby, in harm because we didn't plan the pregnancy. And I actually got immunizations and medication that I wasn't allowed to drink because I didn't know that I was pregnant at that stage. So yes, that's the first big difference between my previous pregnancy and my current one. So about 7 months ago, or now it is 8 months ago, I spoke to my husband and we both decided that we want to grow our family. We feel like we've had a lot of quality time with our son. We've spent a lot of time together. We're in our own house. We feel like it's time for us to expand the family. And obviously with the first pregnancy in mind, and knowing that I didn't plan my pregnancy and I didn't do everything that I wanted to in order to prepare, I decided that this time would be different. So 7 months ago, or 8 months ago, I went to my sister-in-law, Dr. Ladivia, and we started working on a plan to prepare for me to be the healthiest me in order to fall pregnant and to have a healthy pregnancy. So the first thing that we did was obviously stop all medication, all artificial, everything that I could stop. Stopped everything. I went off the pill and everything, and tried to eat healthily, work out regularly, just to be as healthy and as natural as possible for the pregnancy. Then we decided that if God's will allows it, or if everything went well, we want to give birth in January next year. So then I heard of the Women's Health Cover, which was shot in May. And we decided to wait 1 more month because I would have gone, on a strict eating plan and working out really hard, and I didn't want that to influence anything. So we waited another month, and then we started to try to fall pregnant. And 3 days after we started trying, my son came to me the one morning, and he was like, "Mama, there's a baba in your mouth." And I felt so shocked because how can a 2.5-year-old boy who doesn't even know about things like that come tell me that I have a baby in my tummy? So the first thing I asked him is it a boy or a girl? And he's like, no, he thinks it's a girl. So obviously I'm holding thumbs for it to be a girl. But yeah, so that is what happened. And I didn't take a pregnancy test straight away because it was so early, and because I didn't want to get my hopes up because I know that most of the time it takes quite some time to fall pregnant. So after 3 weeks of having a horrible flu and really wanting to get medication, I decided that I'm going to take a pregnancy test and see and make sure that I'm not pregnant before I drink anything for my flu. And then there it was, I was pregnant. Very excited, very enthusiastic, very grateful for the fact that it happened the first time that we tried after our first boy was born. So yes, that is where I am. Another things, the first trimester was really horrible. Yes, I was so extremely tired. I think the main symptom or the main thing that really was horrible for me was feeling so tired, and everything that was lying ahead of me felt like a mountain that I had to climb. I couldn't wake up in the mornings. I didn't really exercise. I didn't really work out. I felt so nauseous. I didn't eat as healthy as I wanted to eat. So as soon as I hit the second trimester and started feeling energized again, wanted to work out again, I decided that I have to make a plan because I really want to have a healthy pregnancy. And I went to see the dietitian, the Untitled dietitian, and we started working on a pregnancy plan. So an eating plan where I get all of the nutrients I need in the right ways, focusing on eating natural, fresh products, meats and foods, and then also started working out again. And that was quite an adjustment for me because I'm an all or nothing person. I always tend to feel like if I can't work out to the fullest and literally be competitive and do everything, I feel like why do I need to work out then? And because I didn't really work out a lot during my first trimester, I really struggled when I started working out again. I didn't feel like myself. I obviously don't look like myself. Well, I look like my pregnant self, but so it was really difficult. I had to make a mind shift towards just being healthy and being active rather than doing everything to the fullest. So I don't have a set plan or exercise plan or a program that I follow, but I just try to be healthy as often and as much as often and as much as possible. So if I take my son to school, I would jog with him and jog back, perhaps go past the gym, do some weights and things like that. So that is what I'm doing at the moment. I am now 18 weeks pregnant, and we are still waiting to finally for a final answer whether it will be a boy or a girl. So I'm planning on doing something special for the gender reveal. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. One thing that will not work is for me to not know beforehand, because I really have to know. I don't know, it's just I have to know. So if you have any other ideas, please let me know. And if you are pregnant, let me know how far you are, how you're experiencing it. Like I've mentioned, my first trimester was horrible and I was teleurgesteld. I was disappointed in myself because I couldn't be the healthiest me for my pregnancy. But now I'm trying to be more healthier. I'm trying to spend a lot of time with my family, especially with my son. I don't want him to feel like he's moving down on my priority list at all. I want him to enjoy the process. It's the first time that I'm actually able to do this with Daniel, because the first time he was in Cape Town and I was in Bloemfontein. So I am very busy at the moment, which is good but also difficult, with the book launching soon, with the Revitaled retreats, with my part-time studies. I am quite busy, so I'm learning to say no, and I'm trying to prioritize very effectively and efficiently, because I also need rest and my body needs rest, and I want to be the best me to be able to be healthy and enjoy this process. So this was one of the first scans. Let me show you. Look at those little hands showing me all is well. yes, so this was my first pregnancy update video. I really hope you like it, and yes. Oh, let me show you my bump. Oh. Growing very, very fast. The first time was like slow. I didn't even show at like 5 months. I had to push out my tummy for photos, but now it's growing twice as fast, and yes, I'm excited and grateful. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.